Ajani is a 23-year-old African elephant. He came to us from Sedgwick County Zoo in Wichita, Kansas, and he's the newest addition here at Toledo Zoo and transitioning well into the herd. So the African Elephant Program is a managed program within AZA facilities, what's called a species survival program, and we worked with that program to identify Ajani as being a good, suitable match for coming here to Toledo. So whenever you're moving an animal of this size or any animal, there's a lot of preparation that goes into it. We work for months in advance with the Sedgwick team to prepare the animal for the move and then preparing our team and their team for his transition. The animal was actually trained in Sedgwick to enter a crate system that's going to be added to a vehicle that's specifically designed to move elephants. And we actually send staff from Toledo to work with the Sedgwick team to gain a relationship with Ajani and sort of work with their team to get to know him. They worked with that team for about 2 weeks before the animal actually moved to Toledo, and then we actually had Sedgwick's elephant manager and then one of their staff come with Ajani. They sort of helped him transition once he was here and stayed with us for some time after he arrived. It works out really well both for the animal's sake and our team to make sure we're giving the animal the best transition as possible. It's a 13-hour drive from Sedgwick County to Toledo, so obviously a lot of logistical preparations needed to be taken into account. So on the day of the actual transport, Ajani would move into the crate as he would using his operant conditioning training. And once the door is closed on the crate and a vet team and a keeper staff team are making sure he's calm and comfortable, then we will start to work with a heavy equipment team that has a crane to sort of start that transition to the trailer. And the crane system is lifting 11,000 pounds of elephant and then well over 10,000 pounds of crate. So over 20,000 pounds of animal is being lifted into the air onto the trailer system and then help secure it in place. And even after he was secured, we stayed with the animal for quite a bit just to make sure he was okay in his new situation on the back of the trailer. We also have a camera that's actually placed inside the crate facing the animal so we can monitor his behavior the entire trip. We try and get on the road to make it as quickly and as safely as possible to Toledo. And we actually have 2 trail vehicles, one with Sedgwick County Zoo staff and veterinary team, and then Toledo Zoo with some veterinary personnel. And we follow that animal the entire way while making several stops along the way as well, just for health and welfare checks. Ajani was doing very well through every transition, offer him water, offer him food. It helps the animal make sure he knows he's in safe hands the entire transport. We arrived in Toledo early in the morning, and then we had a heavy equipment team on standby waiting for us for our arrival to make sure we could get the crate offloaded and placed so we could unload the animal as quickly and efficiently as possible. We worked actually with the City of Toledo and had a police escort from Interstate 75 all the way to the zoo, and then obviously working with our safety and security team here to make sure we could unload. We actually use an incredibly large forklift that's used for moving heavy objects right into the position where we can unload the animal. Once the crate is unloaded and secured to the actual unload site, we open the doors and working with Sedgwick County staff and my staff, make the animal feel comfortable and then see if he wants to come out. It's all on his own accord. To our surprise, Ajani came out almost immediately because I think he wanted to see and explore the new space, a lot of new sights and smells. And actually we started a training session almost immediately after he left the crate. So really happy with the way that turned out. As of today, Ajani is transitioning very well, and we have our 2 other female elephants, Renee and Twiggy. We do what's called a howdy, where we allow him and the other animals to be close to each other, but not share the same space. They'll get to know each other, they'll touch each other, smell each other, and even eat next to each other, and that just builds that bond because, like I said, he's a large animal. He's 11,000 pounds. Our girls are around 8,000 pounds. We want to make sure our girls feel very comfortable with him. We're really happy that we have Ajani here. We're really happy the way it seems to be moving, that the girls are going to accept him just fine, and that he's really starting to feel comfortable here in this space here in Toledo. We're really excited to show these animals off and let people be just in awe of how amazing these animals are because they are ambassadors to their wild counterparts. The more people we can educate on elephants and their plight in the wild, the better we feel about our role here at Toledo Zoo. We want to make sure we thank Sedgwick County and the Sedgwick County Zoo, all the staff there in Wichita. They were amazing and they really did help make this transition as easy as possible. No one cares more about the animals than zoo professionals, and it was really great to see that team, as well as the City of Toledo for all the support they've given us. We could not be happier, and we want to thank everyone involved.